This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2006 Ford F250 crew cab long bed. It's a Lariat, which is leather. It's the FX4 off-road suspension package, although that's been quite a bit upgraded. I'll talk about that in a minute. Had very low miles, 96,240 miles. It was a purchase from South County Buick GMC in National City, San Diego. Because of the miles, we paid for it, but everyone wants low miles, so here it is. We purchased this truck, brought it here, had codes. VSG, which is obviously diesel guys know that's turbo, and glow plugs. So it got a brand new turbo. We also did a Bulletproof EGR cooler while we were there. They don't charge us any extra for the install, and we buy a Bulletproof EGR cooler for $307, so might as well. So it got a turbo, brand new turbo, brand new Bulletproof EGR cooler. All the glow plugs are new, and both wiring harnesses for both sides of the glow plugs are new. Got an alignment. It's got a very expensive suspension system on it. We sent it for alignment, and they're like, this thing is the tightest steering we've ever seen. So it's got that King suspension is extremely expensive, and it's sitting on big BFGs. Those are, what do we got on these things? I think they're 35, 12 and a half 17s, okay? They rub, you see where they rub a little bit when you crank it really hard, which is typical on these trucks. But I'm just telling you, my job is to make sure that you know everything I know by the time this video is done, between that and our ad itself. The steering is tight because of the crazy steering shock suspension system here. See that big Z there? So it actually feels like the opposite of what every Ford truck that's lifted with big tires feels like. Instead of floaty, where you're like steering it in big 3 or 4 inch swoops to keep it going the right direction, it's like doing a go-kart. I mean, if you just touch the wheel, it goes that direction. I wish it was a little bit more in the middle, but a lot of people really like it. I mean, you just have to drive it because it's going where you point it. That's for sure. Let's see. I just got done with the car wash, by the way. So you see these drips, it's because I went to the car wash. And that was fun making the turn with this thing. I had to back up and run over their curb. They weren't very happy with me. This is a gravity feed backup tank. We haven't tested it, don't know if it works or not. I'll show you where the valve is for it, and you're on your own with that. Your suspension, very expensive stuff, boy. Google King suspension, you're gonna have a freaking heart attack. Very rarely do we see that in a truck, and then to have that suspension so tight, the steering's so tight. We believe that the bed has been shot. In fact, I would say it has. Looks like just the bed though, for whatever reason, who knows. They probably scratched the crap out of it like everyone does, and they painted it, but it's pretty good work. All right, let's see. So it reads 96,462 miles. We've been driving it quite a bit. Start it right now. So one thing that we do know about this vehicle is that it does like to be a cold starting truck. The scan shows that the injectors are great. It's got a brand new turbo. So the only thing that we can figure out, our people tell us, is that the Ford stamp here is that it's probably got a little bit of stiction, which is, I guess, a buildup in the injectors. So if you let it run for about 2 or 3 minutes, everything's fine. There's power and everything. If you just take off, you're going to be underpowered for about 200 yards. So let it warm up. That's all you can do with this thing, unless you want to change the injectors. If you want to change the injectors, we can get all the injectors for our cost is about $1,600, and to install them is another $1,500. It's about $3 grand. We can do new injectors for you. It doesn't need them. There's no code, so why do it? It's just let it warm up in the morning. No blow by at all. There's your brand new turbo, by the way. I don't know why I keep doing that. Oh. Hopefully I should probably turn around and check and see if the windows are locked or not. But that would be too smart. All right. Windows are locked. Oh. So, boom, there. One more trip around the truck. Oh, that reminds me to show you where the valve is for that. All right, there's the window, door locks, seat forward, seat back, seat up, down, rear up and down, front up and down, heated seat on and off. Got a manual here, got a hitch adapter, nothing going on there. All right, let me go through some of this paperwork for you. So this will all be scanned into a file of this truck, so you'll be able to see it. But here you go. There's your VIN. There's the date of the repair. Turbocharger, new turbocharger, $1,300 installed. Obviously an oil change, and then did an EGR cooler also. So that was a total of almost $1,900. Here's the receipt for the EGR cooler itself. You get $50. Actually, the price went up, didn't it? Holy cow. It used to be $307 to us. And here's the turbo itself. There's the turbocharger, right, that we bought. Actually, Monsoon Automotive bought it on their account, but I need the receipt so I can show you. Here's the Kelly Blue Book with 96,000 miles, 6.0 4x4 Lariat. Typical listed price is $27,298. Not too many of these with the miles it has. History of events affecting this vehicle's value. So Carfax blends the Carfax and the Kelly, and they come up with $26,180. There's the VIN. No accidents reported. Like I said, this will be linked into the ad, so you'll be able to see it yourself. But people like us to explain. So this looks like Vista, California, the national city, which is San Diego. Right? Bum, 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 bum. And that is it. So there's all your paperwork. Did I lock myself out again? Fuck. Oh my God, I'm on fire right now. Good thing I leave the door open. There. Jesus. All right, window. Guess I better go do the other door. People think I'm hiding something. We have a lot of super sleuths out there. See, they'll think, oh, that door didn't work. That's why he did that. No, it works fine. Cluso. The valve. Gotta remember to show you the valve. So the valve for the tank. So first of all, there's the transfer tank. It's I think it says 91 gallons right there. So there's a valve right back there. We believe you turn that on, and it's a gravity valve right into the tank. Like I said, we're not saying anything about this tank. It's just there, and we think that's how it works. Okay. Window. Window. Window, window, mirrors out, in, down, up, other side, out, in, up, and down, door locks. Well, we know they work. I've locked myself out 3 times. There's your heated seat off, heated seat on, seat back, seat forward, seat down, seat up, tilt down, tilt up, rear seat up. Now it's got to go down first, and now up. There you go. Adjustable pedals, up and down, tilt wheel, boom. I only have 17 minutes and 38 seconds in this thing. Behind the seat, there's a big subwoofer, by the way. Should have. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It makes a lot of noise. A very nice sound system if you're into that. I am not, but some people might be. There's your rear window. It's a switch here. AC. Let's see. The steering controls, fan up and down, temperature up and down. This is some sort of audio control here too. There's your USB to this stereo. Tow haul on and off. Let's see, I'm gonna put it in neutral. We're gonna go to 4 low. Now we're in 4 low range. Get this beast going here. It's a big boy too. And reverse. In 4 low. All right. And then we'll stop and go neutral. We're gonna go to 4 high. Low range goes away. Drive. And reverse. This is in 4 high. There you go. Now we go to neutral. Go back to 2-wheel drive. Now we're in 2-wheel drive. I'm gonna stop here and we'll do a systems check. Like I said, I just came back from the car wash, so it's nice and warmed up. Systems check. Engine temperature okay, transmission temperature okay, oil pressure okay, brake fluid level okay, all doors closed, air filter okay, 80 miles to empty, system check complete. All right, let's see, what else? All right, if you come to Tucson to drive this thing home, you're gonna pay the following. You're gonna pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. So it's your state tax plus our city of 2.7 and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price and that's it. No tax, no dock fee, nothing. Once we receive full payment, I have no idea why we're not moving here, other than these people wanna drive me crazy. Anyway, once we receive full payment by wire, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you, scan it in your online file, and mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope, we mail it in, okay? This thing runs great. It's just that first 2 minutes in the morning, it's cranky. It's really not that bad. You just don't want to go pull in front of somebody after like only driving it for like 30 seconds. What else? If you need help with shipping, let me know. I'll help you get the shipping done. We can roll the price of the shipping into the price of the vehicle if you want. So you might make one payment. If you want to do your own shipping, we're good with that. I just want to help you get your truck as fast as possible, and I do it all the time. I ship vehicles for us all the time. Pretty good at it, okay? But you're welcome to do it yourself. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until we have a deposit, this truck stays for sale, okay? So please make sure you get your deposit in, right? Be quiet here for a second here. See, now watch the steering. So most of the time you're just like making adjustments all the time. Watch this, okay? See that? I mean, it's tight. Boom, see that? It's kind of cool. It's just hard to get used to because I'm used to these floating all over the place. And so at first I didn't like it, and the more I drive it, the more I like it. It's just so different than just kind of directing a vehicle. You're actually driving this thing. It's interesting. Someone spent a lot of money on that. Anyway, deposit's $500. Make sure you get that deposit. Last part of every video, I say this every single time, and I will this time, like I have for thousands of vehicles. We don't have salesmen. We don't have bottled water with our name on it. We don't have fancy location with beautiful pavement. You just saw our 4-wheel road in front of our place and the razor wire. That's where we come from. Our uncle charges $1 a year for rent. So we don't have their rent that they have the new car dealerships. We don't have their roads. We don't have their salesmen to pay. We don't have an attendant serving scones and lattes. We don't have a game room for the kids. They gotta pay for all that shit. We don't, okay? So we can charge you a lot less. Now, yes, this is going to be expensive because of what it is. It's a very low mile 6.0 truck with a new turbo and a new Bulletproof EGR cooler, okay? That doesn't come without a price tag, okay? When I bought it, I didn't think I was gonna need a turbo and or an EGR cooler, but you know, if you're gonna put a turbo on it while you're there and it's free to install, that's what you gotta do, Okay, you gotta do it because it makes sense to do that. So that's what we did. Anyway, the only thing that we ask for people to know is that we're giving you all the money you could save up front, okay? We're not trying to make a fortune, okay? Your part of this is you're the owner on day one. All right, we give you the information that every bit of information we have, so you can make a good decision. Like right about, really on right-hand turns it doesn't rub as much as it does on left for some reason. On left it rubs more, but it's got to be a pretty tight turn. Anyhow, like I said, I mean, what salesman in the world's gonna tell you, oh, the big tires rub? Nobody, okay? We are, because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Get smaller tires, go down one size, and you'll be good to go forever. But it looks cooler with these on it, which is why the guy put them on. Bottom line is, you're the owner on day one. If something breaks, you've saved a lot of money buying from us, so go fix it. There's a lot of truck here. You've got a very young motor. You've got a brand new turbo. You've got an early morning 2 or 3 minute stiction problem, which I haven't even Googled that yet. I was just told to tell everybody that's what it is, because the scan says the injectors are fine, motor's great, runs great. That's what it is, okay? Anyway, I think that's about it. Thank you for your time.